friends, and welcome back. Today I have another remodel that was requested by Brianna. She requested that I do the medieval castle. And yes, this list is getting very long, and I enjoy doing these remodels for you guys. If you haven't watched my videos before, I also do original builds, but with these remodels, I do not change the walls or the floor plan at all. I have to work with what they give us. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you here. I've never used this home as long as I've played The Sims Freeplay. I'd never built this home in my town until now. At this point, I have already done the home, so I do know the outcome. But I'm going to tell you what I was thinking while I was videoing through this section here. I was honestly thinking, I can't do this. This is the first remodel that I've done for you guys where I honestly thought I could not do it. Because when I look at the shape of the rooms, all I wanted to do was change them, but with my own rules, I can't do that. So I was thinking, okay, the first two rooms I can deal with, maybe the long corridor, but what was I going to do with the rest of the house? I mean, look at the rooms, guys. This was probably my most disliked house, as in what they had created in the pre-made homes. Again, I had never built it before. I didn't like it that much. So when I got ready to do it, I was just sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this remodel? So I emptied it out. Once I got it emptied out, I thought I would feel better about it, and I really didn't. So I was just kind of looking at the rooms there thinking, you know, where am I going to put furniture here? You know, and I redid the Japanese house, and that's probably the smallest house that we have. And I didn't have any problem doing that. I could make it like a tiny house, right? But when you see what I've done here, it's sort of that way, but at the same time, it's not. So here is the finished house. And yes, I still dislike the shape of it, but I worked with what we had, and I actually ended up enjoying doing it, Brianna. I just still don't like the shape of the house, but that's just a personal preference. So what I did was I made it almost as if like a minimalist person lived here, because there really wasn't a lot of room for clutter, and the home is such a unique shape anyway. I definitely don't like the medieval style, so I didn't want to keep that. So what I did was I modernized it, and this corridor where you first walk into the entryway here, and we have that kind of hole in the house, I made that a beautiful area for plants so that several rooms could see into it with windows. And I kept this long corridor here as the entryway. And as you come over to the left, I made this front room the living area. And again, it's very minimalistic. I didn't overclutter anything, but the person who would move into this home would definitely have certain luxuries and definitely everything that they would need. So on the right side here in the front, I've made the master bedroom. I definitely wanted to put a regular size bed, and this was the only room that would fit even a double bed. Really, if you tried to put a regular bed in any of the other rooms, it would not have worked. So coming over here in this little room, I've made a nice little wine bar seating area where you can listen to music, sit by the fire, drink wine, that sort of thing. And then you can see right there through that little hole in the house that I made kind of like a plant area. And on this side, I didn't want to keep the bathroom in the back of the house. I wanted to make it more central so that no matter what room you were in, the bathroom was sort of nearby. Again, I didn't want to stick it in the back of the home. And that way it's also adjacent to the bedroom area. But you can kind of see I've cleaned it up, I've modernized it some, and I've worked with what we had the best that I could. This long corridor I thought would be perfect for a long galley kitchen. So on one end we have the refrigerator. In the middle we have the sink and some cabinets. We have a beautiful view of the plants in the center of the home there. And on the other end of the kitchen we have the stove. So I thought that worked out really well for the kitchen because I honestly don't mind making those little galley kitchens in small homes. So that worked perfect, and it has a view of the back patio there. And on this back room here, I forgot, I think that may have actually been the bathroom before. I made a small dining area there. And on this back room, again, the home is fully functional, so I put a laundry room where I've also included a vacuum, a nice place to put clothing, washcloths, towels, the washer and dryer, and all of that. So that's how it ended up working out. And honestly, after I got finished with it, I liked it. I just wish I could change the shape of the home some. When I first started, I even added an upstairs to try to correct how it looked, but it ended up looking worse. So unless you can change walls on this one, this is a very, very difficult remodel. But I'm just showing you the rooms up close and showing you the furniture placement here. And there's the kitchen, which I like how that turned out. And then we have the dining area and the patio and the laundry area back here. So yeah, that's exactly how it turned out. And after I got into it, I really didn't mind doing it. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you so much for the challenge. I really love these requests you guys are giving me. It helps me to interact more with you through the channel. I've made a lot of friends on here so far. I love the encouraging comments. You guys are so sweet, so I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for those. And please feel free to check out my other videos on my channel. I do lots of different types of videos, remodels, originals. I have a couple series. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy them. You guys take care. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.